Welcome to the tutorial on how to install the Platemaker wizard. So you can see I have Excel open on my computer, and this is just a standard install of Excel. You also need to have Access installed on your computer as well, but now if you have Microsoft Office 365, both programs are included in that suite. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to close Excel, and then we're going to go into a Chrome browser. I'm going to go to the Bensonium website, which is just bensonium.com. I'm going to go to the Platemaker Wizard tab, and there you can see there's the details of the Platemaker Wizard, a program which takes all your microtiter plate data and allows you to very quickly build highly ordered workbooks and do all the necessary analysis to produce all the different data visualizations of a complex data set that you require. So you can try this program for free by simply clicking download and try the Platemaker Wizard for free, this button here. So let's do that. And you can see that as soon as I do that, it will download a copy of the Platemaker Wizard to your downloads folder. So let's go to there. So that's here, downloads, and you can see there is a Platemaker Wizard zip file. We need to extract that, so we simply go extract all, and we extract it straight into the downloads folder, and then we can run the install Windows script here. So we simply double click install, we simply click open, and then we click yes to this. So this means you actually need to have administrator privileges on the computer. If you don't have administrator privileges, you'll need to get somebody who does to install the program. So we simply say yes. It'll then simply come up with, do you want to install the Platemaker Wizard Excel add-in? Sometimes you might have to just click here for this to appear. You say yes, and it says the Platemaker Wizard files have been copied to your computer. Now start Microsoft Excel to complete the installation. So let's do that. So we now start Excel. And when we start Excel, this time you'll see that behind the scenes it's creating a data space for the Platemaker Wizard. And the first thing you get is the help menu, which just gives you a brief description of what the Platemaker Wizard does. And it also has some helpful start buttons here. So we're going to first of all view the instruction manual, which is here. So the Platemaker Wizard comes with a detailed instruction manual, and the instruction manual is broken into two sections. The first section is 8 tutorials, which match the 8 tutorials on the website. They're the tutorials there. So for instance, I can quickly go to tutorial 3, so you can see there's different videos on it, what each tutorial does, and that the actual instructions for each tutorial is in the first section here. And then after the 8 tutorials, there is just the general instruction manual of different components of the wizard, which are also included on the website here. So for instance, I can get into it here, and also all the help buttons in the different menus take you to the relevant sections, so you can read them if you need help. So there's lots and lots of help provided for the wizard, since this is actually quite a complicated program in that it's solving a very deep problem of generalizing how you do data analysis of any microtiter plate, whether that be a 96 well ELISA assay or a 384 well high content screening experiment. Okay, so that's the first bit. So the other thing you might want to look at is the demonstration workbook. We'll just quickly open this one. And this just gives you a single example of the kind of workbooks and data analysis you can do with the Platemaker Wizard, and what a complete workbook with all the data in, all the analysis done will look like. And you can see we have a nice front page which describes what we've done. We have heat maps, different things like this. We have different graphs summarizing all the different therapies and dose responses in this particular experiment. We have the plate maps that were used in the experiment, and then down here we actually have the raw cell data, cell death data that came from the plate reading machine. You can see we've also done some data cleaning, which is highlighted in red. So literally the whole experiment has been very carefully curated so that you can fully understand what has happened and how the experiment has been conducted, and all the analysis that goes with the experiment. So that kind of gives you a feel for what the Platemaker Wizard can give you. Okay, so we will now close Excel again. So let's not save this, we'll just close Excel. If we reopen Excel, you will see that each time we open Excel, this menu will come up. You may not want it to come up every time. It's very easy to stop this behavior. You see it says show start screen. We simply untick this and close. And now when we start Excel, it'll just start as normal, so you won't get that screen coming up every time, which is probably what you want. But again, if you want to go back to the help menu, it's just down here, and we're back to that menu as shown. Now the other thing to show you is the options menu, program options, and you can see that when you freshly install the wizard, before you activate it, it will always be in tutorial mode. Now what does that mean? Well, that means that if you go to the template editor, you can see all the tutorial templates that come shipped with the program, and in fact you can run any of these templates to build any of these workbooks. This is important because it means that you can do tutorial 1 without purchasing the program. So what is tutorial 1? Well, in fact, if we run this template here, ovarian cancer screen demonstration, which we're doing now, you'll see it is building the workbook. And the workbook it is building is the demonstration workbook. So it's going to build a copy of the demonstration workbook, which has all the necessary information but none of the data included. And tutorial 1 takes you through adding the data to this workbook and doing all the data analysis to produce the demonstration workbook. So what do I mean by that? Well, this is the empty workbook, so you can see it has all the space ready to put the data for this experiment. And if I go into the demonstration workbook, you will see that it is exactly the same workbook, but obviously it's had everything completed. So tutorial 1 is actually going to take this workbook that you just built and do all the exercises to complete it to make it into this workbook, and that's your first tutorial, and that will really give you a good feel of how to use the Platemaker wizard, and in particular how you can use the Platemaker wizard to rapidly generate prism graphs of all your data using pivot tables, which is all explained in tutorial 1, which can be found here on the website. Okay, so that pretty much is all I'm going to say for this tutorial on how to install the wizard. As I say, once you've installed the wizard, you can run all the various tutorials and you can do tutorial 1. However, in order to do tutorial 2, you need to have access to building your own workbooks, and that requires activating the wizard, which you do here. And I will show you how to do that in the next tutorial. So until next time, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel so that more people can learn about the Platemaker wizard, and the next tutorial will explain how you activate the wizard so that you have a full working version of the program. Okay, until then, bye for now.